Across history, cities rose to greatness, then disappeared into jungle, sand, or ash. Some were rediscovered centuries later. Others remain wrapped in mystery. In this video, we'll uncover the most mysterious lost cities ever discovered, from mountaintop palaces to underground labyrinths. High in the Andes, Machu Picchu was built by the Inca in the 15th century. Forgotten after the Spanish conquest, it wasn't rediscovered until 1911. How the Inca transported stones weighing tons up a mountain and why they abandoned the city is still debated. The largest religious monument in the world, Angkor was once the heart of the Khmer Empire, but by the 15th century, the jungle reclaimed it. Its vast temples and advanced water systems show a civilization of immense power, but its sudden collapse remains mysterious. Deep within the rugged desert canyons of southern Jordan lies a treasure, hidden in plain sight for centuries. To reach it, one must first journey through the Siq, a narrow, winding gorge that snakes for over a kilometer through towering sandstone cliffs. The path, worn smooth by time, builds a palpable sense of anticipation. With every turn, the darkness deepens, only to be broken by a sliver of brilliant light ahead. And then, the reveal, Al-Khazne, the treasury. This is Petra. Known to the world as the Rose-Red City, a name coined by the poet John William Bergen, Petra is a masterpiece of human ingenuity, carved not from quarried stone, but directly into the living rock. The sandstone cliffs, with their swirling bands of red, pink, and orange, change their hue with the shifting sun, creating a spectacle that is both natural and man-made. This was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a civilization of nomadic Arabs who rose to prominence around the 4th century BC. Their genius was twofold. First, they mastered the desert. In this arid landscape, they engineered a complex system of dams, cisterns, and terracotta pipes to capture and conserve every drop of precious rainwater, allowing a metropolis of an estimated 20,000 people to flourish. Second, they mastered trade. Petra was perfectly positioned at the crossroads of the ancient world, a vital nexus for the lucrative caravan routes that transported frankincense from Arabia, silks from China, and spices from India. The city became a bustling cosmopolitan hub, its wealth and cultural influences reflected in the magnificent tomb facades that blend Nabatean traditions with the grandeur of Hellenistic and Roman architecture. But no empire lasts forever. Petra's decline was a slow erosion, not a sudden collapse. As the Romans developed maritime trade routes across the Red Sea, the overland caravans that were Petra's lifeblood began to dwindle. In 106 AD, the kingdom was peacefully annexed by the Roman Empire, and while the city continued to thrive for a time, its economic heart was failing. The final devastating blows came from the earth itself. A series of powerful earthquakes, most notably a massive tremor in 363 AD, shattered the city's buildings and, crucially, destroyed its sophisticated water management system. Without water, life in the desert city became untenable. The population drifted away, and Petra slowly faded from history, its magnificent avenues and tombs reclaimed by the sand and wind. Its hidden location kept it a secret from the Western world for over 1,000 years, known only to the local Bedouin tribes. It remained a ghost city until 1812, when a young Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, disguised as a scholar, heard whispers of a fabulous lost city. Feigning a desire to make a sacrifice, he persuaded his guide to lead him through the forbidden Siq. What he laid eyes on would stun the world. Today, the iconic treasury facade is one of the most famous archaeological sites on Earth, but it is merely the overture to Petra's symphony. The city is vast, sprawling over 264 square kilometers. Archaeologists estimate that what we see today is only 15% of the total city. The other 85% remains buried, a subterranean metropolis waiting to be unearthed. Recent satellite imagery has revealed the ghostly outlines of monumental structures and vast agricultural suburbs, hinting at a city far larger than ever imagined. Many of the hundreds of carved chambers remain unexplored, their original purpose a mystery. The treasury itself was not for storing gold but was almost certainly the mausoleum of a great Nabatean king. The so-called monastery, perched high above the valley, was likely a prominent temple. Each discovery only deepens the enigma. Petra is more than a ruin. It is a testament to a lost civilization's ambition and artistry. It stands as a silent witness to the rise and fall of empires, the shifting sands of commerce, and the awesome power of nature. As the sun sets, casting a final fiery glow upon the rose-red stone, one is left with a profound sense of wonder. The secrets of the Nabateans are not all revealed. Many are still held fast within the rock, waiting for the day they will finally be told. Beneath the watchful gaze of Mount Vesuvius, the Roman city of Pompeii thrived. It was not a mythical place of legend, but a real breathing city, a bustling commercial hub and a fashionable resort for Rome's elite. Its stone-paved streets echoed with the sounds of commerce, the chatter of citizens in the forum, and the daily rhythms of life in the first century. Lavish villas adorned with stunning frescoes and intricate mosaics spoke of immense wealth, while bakeries, bars, and workshops served a vibrant population of over 10,000 souls. Life was rich, complex, and, as they believed, secure. But on an autumn day in 79 AD, that security was shattered forever. The mountain that had nurtured their fertile lands revealed its terrifying nature. Vesuvius erupted with the force of 1,000 atomic bombs, blasting a column of superheated ash, pumice, and gas miles into the sky. For hours, the city was plunged into darkness, pelted by a relentless storm of falling rock. Panic and confusion reigned. Some fled while others sought shelter, hoping the nightmare would pass. They had no idea the worst was yet to come. In the early hours of the following day, the eruptive column collapsed, unleashing a series of pyroclastic surges, incinerating avalanches of gas and rock, moving at hundreds of miles per hour and heated to over 300 degrees Celsius. This was the true killer. It was an unstoppable force that swept through the city, extinguishing all life in an instant. There was no escape, no time to scream. In a single, searing breath, the vibrant city of Pompeii was transformed into a silent tomb, its people frozen in their final desperate postures. The very agent of its destruction became its unlikely preserver. A thick blanket of ash up to 6 meters deep sealed the city from air and moisture, creating an anaerobic environment that halted the process of decay. For over 1,500 years, Pompeii lay dormant and forgotten, a lost world buried beneath vineyards and fields. It wasn't until 1748 that systematic excavations began, slowly and painstakingly peeling back the layers of time. What they found was not just a ruin, but a city held in perfect, tragic suspension. The level of preservation was astonishing, providing an unparalleled snapshot of Roman life. Archaeologists uncovered homes with furniture intact, bakeries with carbonized loaves of bread still in the ovens, and political graffiti that revealed the passions and anxieties of the populace. But the most haunting discovery came in the 1860s, when archaeologist Giuseppe Fiorelli realized the voids in the hardened ash were left by decomposed bodies. By carefully pouring plaster into these cavities, he created chillingly detailed casts of the victims, capturing their last moments of agony and despair for eternity. To walk the streets of Pompeii today is to walk between two worlds. It is to feel the warmth of the Italian sun on stones that once felt the searing heat of a volcano, and to stand in the profound silence of homes that were once filled with laughter and life. The city is a ghost, a memorial to a catastrophic natural disaster, but it is also history's most intimate time capsule, an eerie, poignant, and profoundly human connection to a world long since vanished. Beneath the ground in Cappadocia lies Derinkuyu, an underground city capable of housing 20,000 people. Built centuries ago, its tunnels go down 18 stories deep, with ventilation shafts and even stables, but who built it, and why, is still uncertain. Our journey through the corridors of time comes to a close, but the echoes of the worlds we've visited will linger long after. We have walked in the footsteps of forgotten kings and commoners, from the cloud-wreathed peaks of the Andes to the sun-scorched deserts of the Near East, and deep into the very heart of the earth. We stood in awe of Machu Picchu, a city built against the sky, its purpose still debated by scholars. We navigated the rose-red city of Petra, a testament to the Nabateans' mastery over water and trade. We descended into the subterranean labyrinth of Derinkuyu, a refuge carved from volcanic rock, but our exploration didn't end there. We heard the calls of howler monkeys in the sprawling jungle metropolis of Tikal, where Mayan astronomers once mapped the cosmos with breathtaking precision. We marveled at the serene, stone faces of Angkor Wat, a Hindu-Buddhist temple complex that represents the cosmic world in miniature, slowly being reclaimed by the relentless jungle. We even traveled back to the very dawn of civilization at Göbekli Tepe, a mysterious sanctuary of carved monoliths that predates Stonehenge by millennia, forcing us to rethink the very origins of society and religion. Each of these magnificent ruins tells a story not just of life, but of loss. What causes a civilization, seemingly at the zenith of its power, to vanish? The answers are as varied and complex as the cultures themselves. For some, like the Maya of Tikal, a combination of prolonged drought, endemic warfare, and environmental degradation may have sealed their fate. For others, like the inhabitants of the Indus Valley, the shifting course of a vital river could have spelled doom. The citizens of Derinkuyu fled persecution, while the builders of Göbekli Tepe simply walked away, deliberately burying their sacred site for reasons we may never fully comprehend. These are not simple tales of conquest. They are cautionary tales of climate change, of resource mismanagement, of social structures that become too rigid to adapt. They remind us that progress is not a straight line, and that the foundations of our own world, which feel so permanent, are perhaps more fragile than we dare to imagine. The archaeologists and historians who dedicate their lives to uncovering these secrets aren't just digging up stones. They are piecing together a universal human story. They see in the abandoned aqueducts, the faded frescoes, and the silent tombs, a reflection of our own aspirations and vulnerabilities. What will our civilization leave behind? What will future generations unearth from our own time? Will they see wisdom in our choices, or folly? These lost worlds are more than just tourist destinations. They are mirrors, holding up a past that forces us to question our present and contemplate our future. And now, the conversation continues with you. We've journeyed through these incredible places, but the story is far from over. Which of these lost worlds truly captured your imagination? Was it the architectural genius of Petra, the spiritual mystery of Angkor Wat, or the sheer mind-bending antiquity of Göbekli Tepe? What theories about their decline do you find most compelling? Perhaps there's another lost city, one we didn't cover, that you believe holds the key to understanding our shared past. Let us know in the comments below. Your insights and theories are what make this community, this shared exploration of history, so vital. If you found yourself lost in these ancient mysteries, please show your support by liking this video, sharing it with a fellow explorer of the past, and to ensure you don't miss our next expedition into the unknown, be sure to subscribe to Echoes of Time. The past is never truly gone, it's just waiting to be rediscovered.